everyone, it's Cara the Bubble Lush. Now recently my family went on a 5-night camping trip and I had this wonderful idea that since my son, who's 15 months, is still in cloth diapers, we should totally just cloth diaper on a camping trip and I can hand wash flats. And I thought that this was just gonna be so easy. So first let me show you how I packed my cloth diapers. I made a little cloth diaper box and I think it was really useful. So first, before I get into how the experience actually went, let me show you what my cloth diaper box looked like. Okay, so this is a look at our camping box, and I'm just going to go through real quick and show you what's in here. This is a little depleted because we just got home, obviously, but everything that was in there is still in there. There just might have been more, right? Okay. So first we've got a big thing of wipes. These were used not only for diaper changes, but also for cleaning feet and hands and faces and all sorts of stuff, because camping is a dirty job. So a bunch of wipes. This whole container was full. This is just a basic Sterilite tub that's available at Target. So in here I have some flip inserts. So now this is just your basic flip organic cotton insert, pre-fold, that I just tri-folded. It's a little stiff because it was hand washed and dried in the sun, but this kind of gives you an idea. And it's just a little too long for this basket, but I made it work. Then we have our covers. I had to raid my stash of covers because I wanted to have enough to last the week, so I ended up going in and picking some of the pink and purple ones from Hannah's old diapers, and then I have a yellow from that we still use with William. So I really like these covers. They're the Flip system from Bum Genius, but we also had a couple of Econo Bums that I use, which are also from Bum Genius. But any covers I think would work. They don't take up a lot of room, they're pretty easy to wash, and really quick to dry because there's no insert, it's just PUL, that laminated fabric. Now I wanted to keep the poop experience to a minimum, so I packed these, I don't even know what brand these are anymore because I bought them so long ago, but they're just liners and you just lay them on top of the insert. So now I would use 2 of these liners. I would put one kind of halfway over and then I would put another and I would overlap them in the middle so I was getting plenty of coverage. But then I also wrapped them around the edges because sometimes I find that with dirty diapers the poop just manages to go around and get all over the backside. So I really wanted to make this as easy as possible for me to wash. And so I used 2 liners per diaper change and I think it was worth it. Now obviously you can bring along whatever detergent you want. I just thought that the powder would be helpful and that the Ziploc top would be useful for storage since I was going to be using it over multiple days and traveling with it. Then I packed some Cloth Diaper Safe cream. I used this Grandma L's. I think they say now that this is cloth diaper friendly, but I've never seemed to really have a problem with it. And then lastly, I had this wet bag, which I actually did not use for diapers. I used for my wipes. I put all the wipes in here, and then that way I could dispose of them in the trash, you know, like in a responsible way since I was camping. But this kind of kept all the stank and grossness in. So that's actually kind of a weird reason why I bought a wet bag, but it worked for me. And then all the diapers I just put right into the 5-gallon bucket after I got the poop off. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about my actual experience. Now, it's not all the cloth diapers' fault. It's partly my son to blame. He started out the camping trip with 5 poopy diapers in one day. I think he was telling me something. He was trying to tell me, he was giving me a warning right off the bat that this was not going to be a fun experience. But that did not help, William. That didn't help. So 5 poopy diapers really put my system to the test, and I showed you in there, but let me just show you again. I was trying to keep the poop contained as much as possible and keep kind of the washing and scrubbing to a minimum since I wasn't gonna have my diaper sprayer with me. And so I was thinking, I was like, I'll just use these liners. Have you used these liners before? They do work pretty well. Since William is 15 months and he is moving and shaking and running and biking and doing all sorts of stuff, they did move a little bit, which is why I'm glad I used 2 per diaper change. Overlapped them a little bit, wrapped them around the edge of the pre-fold, just trying to kind of cover the pre-fold as much as possible, and that did help a little bit. So when I did diaper changes, I would just kind of like pick this up and throw it in my red wet bag that I showed you, and then when I got to a trash can at the campsite or whatever, I could take all the wipes and the poop and throw them away without having to really touch a lot of poop. So this worked really well for the most part, but the problem came the actual washing. So what I did was I went to Home Depot and I got a 5-gallon bucket and lid. They're very cheap. They're like under $3 a piece, which is just a great deal. So we got 2 of them. And so then I just put the wet kind of pee diapers in one pail, and then I put the poopy diapers in a wet pail, one that had a little bit of water, a little bit of soap, so I could do a pre-wash on those. And then once I felt that those were like as good as they were gonna get, and I could kind of spend more time scrubbing them. And then I moved them over to the pee diaper bucket, and I did another wash. It was not fun. I'll just tell you, the problem with it was, we're camping, there's so much fun going on. There's kids in the other campsites and Hannah's wanting to go play with them. William is like hitting everything with a stick. He was just wandering around the campsite, like just poking everything with a stick, being a total boy. And my husband was, you know, he's an Eagle Scout, so he was spending most of the time like tending the fire, prepping the meals, like he's such a good husband. And I was spending the time, it looked like I was churning butter, just trying to like clean these diapers, and it wasn't very enjoyable. Like for me, camping is supposed to be really relaxing and time to like hang out with your family, and I felt like I spent most of the time hand washing these diapers because my kid was pooping every 3 minutes. Probably an underlying issue. Now this hand washing challenge is pretty popular. I've seen a lot of posts about it on YouTube and Facebook and blogs and stuff. And a lot of women seem to have no problem with it. And I don't know if maybe it's just my technique I need some practice. Ugh, I don't want to practice that. But I did not like hand washing diapers. If I had to do it, I would totally do it, but it just wasn't super enjoyable. That said, I think my system probably worked as good as it could. And that's how I did it. Would I do it again? Probably not. Probably not. What I would probably do is use a hybrid system. I would use the disposable inserts. I would still bring a wet bag to throw those disposable inserts in, and then I would just hand wash the covers, because these actually weren't very hard to wash. They got a little poop on the gussets and stuff, but I can handle that. That's not the big deal. It was just, hand washing these isn't going to be nearly as time consuming as hand washing all of this. I want to spend my time with my family when I'm camping. I don't want to spend hours washing diapers, especially when I needed to be kind of more vigilant than ever because there's cars driving through the campsite and Hannah's running all over the place and William's poking everything with a stick. I feel like I wasn't supervising as much as I needed to because I was busy washing diapers every day. So that was my experience cloth diapering and camping. Hopefully you gained some knowledge from that. I don't want to be like a total Debbie Downer about it, but I just want to share what works for my family and what doesn't. And cloth diapering and camping probably doesn't work for my family, but we could kind of do a hybrid, and I think that would work well. For more cloth diaper videos, I will leave the playlist down below. I have tons of reviews on different cloth diapers and all sorts of stuff, so if you're interested in cloth diapering videos, check that playlist out. This is Carla theBubblelush, and I will talk to you later.